Out of the way. Ah, okay. Will I be able to do this time? That is the question. Back to the Shadow Temple we go. I was going to try to get more heart pieces off stream. I don't think I really did that. I think I got like one or something. That's probably not the best. Wait a minute. Oh, I don't. Okay. Oh, I have 2 fairies. That's good. Probably need that. Yeah, I don't have any room to carry anything else. Let's give it a shot. I'm surprised I remembered that offhand. Well, actually, that wasn't even the right fucking song. It's not the Song of Time that warps you. It's the Prelude of Light. I keep forgetting that. There we go. Prelude of Light. Because we gotta be an adult to tackle the Shadow Temple. I still feel like that's not enough hearts. I should have gotten more. I mean, if I tried to get the heart pieces now, just go back to the places and get them. That's going to take longer, probably, at least to get all the ones up to this point. So the question is, do I actually want to do that? Let me look at the heart piece locations. Okay, I think I did the graveyard one. Well, I didn't do the rupees one because that one I did the Lon Lon Ranch, Gerudo Valley, Gerudo Valley. And you gotta do the. Okay, well, it might be more trouble than it's worth. Alright, well, let's just go to the Shadow Temple. If we need to worry about it, we can worry about it off stream. I'm going to try to remain calm this time, and hopefully my calmness is going to get me through this. That's all I can say. It's too bad I can't carry more bottles, or I don't have more bottles, because more fairies would be a big help, I think. But anyway. Here we go again. Wait. Okay, I gotta play the Nocturne of Shadow. There we go. I always forget the songs. I think my brain don't work so good anymore. That's what being 36 will get you. You already did all this to get in there, so you don't have to do that again. I do have the walkthrough, so I can figure out how to get back to that area. And I might want to put, just in case, I don't know if I'll need it, I can't remember, but we gotta hope that the hover boots don't fuck me this time. Because sometimes they don't want to go all the way. Regular boots back on. Do I want to kill this thing? Maybe just to get him out of the way. Excuse me. Hey, what's going on, life? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Oh, that didn't... There we go. That's what I wanted. Yeah, he is. I didn't get him last time, unfortunately, but I'm trying to keep a very cool head and a calm mind so that I don't lose it like I did last weekend. I also have the walkthrough pulled up because I'm going to forget how to get back there, so I'm going to need to remember. So... you know, we'll see. I just have to hope I don't get lost again. Which, knowing me, I probably will, but... Oh, shit. Okay, I think I don't want to be down that way. I'm drinking, it's a C4 Sour Blue Razilla energy drink. It's a tie-in they did with Godzilla. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, the last stream was pretty... it got pretty bad. I got pretty upset. I actually reached a point where I couldn't play anymore. Like, physically, I was just exhausted, and I was like, I have to stop. I just can't. Is this the way I came? I can't remember. Yeah, oh, it is the way I came. Okay. You know, I might have tried one of them, but I can't remember which one it was. I know I've seen those at the convenience store. I actually have a friend who can't drink C4 because one of the things they put in it, one of the ingredients, it like makes him all like tingly inside. Oh shit, I forgot about these guys. But he was telling me that like not long ago. He's like, yeah, I can't drink those drinks. Fortunately for me, I can. Oh, is it really? That's interesting. I would say that I've never had the sour blue before. Yeah, beta alanine. But if I possibly had the ruthless raspberry, then there's a chance I might have had it already. Then if it's just the same thing, but Yeah, that stuff doesn't really seem to affect me, I guess. I never really had the issue. Oh, okay, I gotta stop doing that. That a lot of people have with energy drinks where they get all like jittery and nervous and stuff. I mean, I had that only, there were only like a couple of times I can remember, but one time it was because I didn't get a lot of sleep the night before, I think. And then the other time was I had this drink called Bucked Up, and it was probably the energy drink with the most caffeine that I'd ever had, because usually I don't go beyond, I think, like 300, and I think this was like 320 or something. That actually really did put me on edge, like in a bad way, and I was like, okay, never gonna drink this brand again. Oh, I forgot about, oh, see, this is, I haven't played this in a while. I forgot about the wall master. Oh, time to do that all again. Great. Yeah, I'd have to look it up. Actually, let me just. Yes, 300. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I might mostly only do 200. This C4. Actually can't tell how much caffeine is in this. I don't see it on the. Oh, wait, yes, I do. Oh, it is 300. Okay. So I guess I do 300 in some respects, but I think that Bucked Up must have had something else in it that affected me, because it really did, like, yeah, it really did mess me up. I remember just being very on edge and nervous, and like I couldn't like relax. It was not a good feeling. And that was actually the first time that I, oh, come on, dude. That was the first time I ever had it, actually. Also, thank you for the 7 stream streak. And yeah, I don't think I ever had the mango guava, but that does sound pretty good. You know, what's it called? Alani New. I don't know if they still do, but they had a flavor that was, I think it was like kiwi guava or something like that. And that was actually really good. I enjoyed that a lot. It was very light and just refreshing. They might not make that flavor anymore, though. I'm not sure. I don't always keep up on all the flavors. Total War, yeah. Okay, why does he not grab? Okay, that's, wow. Okay, I was having this issue last time. I guess, I don't know, maybe I have to be like right close to the edge when I walk off. I'm trying to think if I've ever had Total War or not. That sounds familiar. I know I had some energy drink. Well, what was like a pre-workout thing, and it was in a little bottle, like a small bottle. And I think it was like rainbow candy or something, and it was very, very sweet. Like almost sickeningly sweet, yeah. Oh, that's Total War? Yeah, okay. So I guess I did have it then. Yeah. I remember just thinking, my God, this is really sweet. Almost like too much so. You know, the one I don't drink anymore is Bang. And that's actually when I started drinking energy drinks for like the first time. I think, well, I think I started with Red Bull, but I also drank Bang a lot, and I don't know what it is, but I just haven't drank Bang in forever, and they still make it. They still sell it at the convenience store. I think part of it is that they used to have a lot of flavors that I really liked, but then they discontinued those flavors. One of the ones I really liked, and it wasn't, I don't think it was even a carbonated flavor. I think it was more just like a juice, but it was called Cherry Blade Lemonade. I swear I keep forgetting about these spiders. But I remember that flavor being really good. That was probably like one of the first ones I had, I think. No! Okay. Now I'm starting to remember why I got so upset last weekend. Okay, that's not cool. The problem is that I want to like speed through this part, but you can't really, because if you do, you're going to get hit. You kind of have to take your time a little bit, and I kind of don't want to take my time. You know, Bang, they did a chocolate. It's like a chocolate flavor. It's kind of like a chocolate soda, I guess. And I did not like that at all. And funnily enough, I actually have had chocolate soda before and liked it. But the Bang chocolate soda I thought was pretty nasty. I was like, I can't believe that you would do that as a flavor. Also, the birthday cake flavor was pretty terrible. Oh, come on. How was I supposed to know there was going to be a guy jumping out of there? Because I remember one time I had this idea where I was like, I was going to try every Bang flavor and like review it. And the one that I was dreading the most was birthday cake, because I was like, there's no way that can be good. And I think I finally did have it, and I was like, yep, it's not good. Some flavors should just not be energy drink flavors, like birthday cake. Oh, good, I need those hearts. I keep thinking I can sneak around him, but I can't. I have to remember that. Okay. It's like, it's kind of the same thing with like sodas too. It's like, I had a Jones peanut butter and jelly soda once, and that was really nasty. I was like, oh my God. Oh yeah, you know, I don't remember if I got to mention this to you or not, but recently I found out they made Fruity Pebbles flavored protein bars. So I bought some, and they're actually pretty good. I got the Pure Protein Fruity Pebbles protein bars. They were really good. Now I'll have to walk through here and remember how to get back to it. I'm trying to remember, like, in my head which way I'm supposed to go. I think it had something to do with platforms. Okay, well there's invisible platforms. I'm not sure if those are the ones or not, though. Please grab... No! That's not... He literally was right up... He pushed right up against the side of it as he was falling, and he didn't grab it. Okay, that's... I disagree, game. That's on you. Yeah, Pure Protein I really like. There's some protein bars I can't eat. I don't know why, but there's just something with like the taste of some of them that is off-putting to me. But pure protein, I haven't had that issue with. I also like the Robert Irvine Fit Crunch protein bars. It's funny actually too, because he's on Twitter, and I posted on, well actually I tweeted at him. I never do this with like anybody famous, but just on a whim I tweeted him and I was like, yeah, I just wanted to tell you I really liked your TV show. I would always watch it when it was on TV. And I said, and your protein bars are like some of the best I've ever had. And then like, I think like a day later, I got a notification on Twitter and it goes, Robert Irvine liked your tweet. And I was like, oh, cool. I can't, okay. I think I might be, oh, okay. Don't grab onto the platform then. Thank you. Yeah, the peanut butter chocolate one's really good. They have one, it's like a it's like a wafer kind of thing, but clearly it's supposed to be like their version of Butterfinger, and that I really enjoyed. I had that recently. I think I actually have some of the peanut butter chocolate ones in my kitchen closet, I think, which is where I keep like snacks and stuff, cereal. But yeah, I never ate protein bars for a long time, and then when I finally started, I found that there was a lot of them that I really enjoyed. Even like the Cliff bars I like sometimes, like the peanut butter, the Cliff bar. There's also one, and it's peanut butter banana, which is generally not a flavor I would go to, but it's actually pretty good. And it's not really like a bar, it's more like a, I don't even know what you would call it. It's more like a cluster or something. It's not really like a shaped like a bar, but it's good. I'm not even sure if going this way is the way I'm supposed to go. I can't remember. I'm just gonna put the shoes on because at least this way I know I'm not gonna fall. Hey, what's going on, Arma? Good to see you. Hope all is well with you as I fall. We're going to try not to get frustrated like I did last week. I'm going to try to be calm about this and hope that carries me through to the end. And every time it's like expected that I'm going to just run right into the spiders, you know. Crazy. You know, I think it's been a long time since I've been on a train. I don't even remember the last time I was on a train. Oh, it's great. Life tells me that it might be sort of a repackaging or a relabeling of a WWE raspberry drink that they put out previously. Oh my God. But either way, it's good. I mean, if you like blue raspberry, which I do, you know, C4 has a lot of good flavors in it. And I'm fortunate because there are a lot of people, like I have a friend of mine who can't drink it because of the ingredient in it that's beta alanine. because it makes like his body all tingly. And I'm just fortunate that I don't have that issue, I guess. Around Godzilla's for the boys, yeah. Exactly. You know, we have a train here in town. It's called the dinner train. And it's just a train that goes through like the town. It's for tourists. And you can have a meal and just see like the sights and stuff. That's probably one of the last times I was on like a train of any kind. Well, actually, that's not fully true, because when I went to Canada to visit family, they have this train up there, which you may have heard of, called, I think it's called the GO train. People use it to like get to work and stuff. And I do remember riding on that train with my aunt and my mom. Okay, just don't fall. Okay, I don't even know if I'm supposed to go this way or not, but we'll find out. I do remember when I was on that train, there was a guy that was sitting, I think, in the seat either, I think he was sitting like in the seat across from us or something. And I just remember thinking, that guy kind of looks like William Shatner. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't, but I just remember thinking that. And I thought, like, gee, wouldn't that be funny if it was? But I'm pretty sure it wasn't. It was just a guy that looked like him. And I mean, he is Canadian, so, you know, there's that possibility. But I was like, yeah, it's probably not actually. Okay, I think... Wait, what the... Oh, that's right, I forgot there's spikes in here. Invisible spikes. But I think I am going the right way, at least. So that's good. My aunt... She was married to this guy. They're not married anymore because he's a piece of shit. That's another story. But at the time... they were married and they were living together, and I remember my aunt saying, like, I'll take you into, like, you know, the city and we can do some shopping and stuff like that. And I was like, great. And she was like, well, that's weird, my phone turned on. And I remember her saying, like, you know, I'll drive you in my car. And for some reason, her husband at the time kept saying, no, you should take the train. You all should take the train. And she was like, well, we don't need to take the train. Like, I can just take my car and drive them. And he's like, well, they've never been on the train. They might want to see what that's like. And for some reason, he kept pushing for us to, like, get on, take the train, which later I wondered about if there was a reason behind that, but I don't know. But yo, what's going on, Duster? Yeah, I've been seeing the food pics. Looks very good. Oh, thank God for that. I was afraid he wasn't going to grab on. Okay. I do remember this part. Iron boots. Yeah, you might be right, Arma. About Shatner, I mean. Yeah, basically, like, not to go into a whole other story, but basically the reason they got divorced was because she found out he was cheating on her with another woman, and apparently had been for several years. And so, I don't know, it was... One of my other aunts claimed that she always thought he was sketchy, and she had her suspicions about him even when they got married. I don't know, but it was a whole thing, and not particularly a great thing. Okay, wait, how do I get over here? Is there something I can... No, 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 not the... Oh, you bastard. Seriously, you had to put a flame on me? Yeah. It sucks when you think you know somebody, and then they turn out to not be the kind of person that you thought they were, like a good, decent, honest person. You know. That's real unfortunate, but, you know, what are you going to do, right? But she's remarried now, and the guy that she's with, he's a good dude. Like, I've met him, and he's a real stand-up guy. So I'm happy for her that, you know, that happened at least. She found somebody good. And actually, one of my uncles who lives in Aurelia just had a birthday. He's 81. So, you know, I got to wish him a happy birthday on Facebook. Yo, what's going on, Josh? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I was trying to look and see. I couldn't before the fire got me. Is there a... Okay, I'm trying to remember how to get over there. Is it... Do I just use the hover boots? Yeah, I think that's it. I'm doing all right. Oh, wow, that was close. Thought I was going to fall. I'm hoping to get through this without losing my mind like I did last week. Okay, yeah, I could really use... Oh. Well, I was going to say I could use hearts, not... They always give me stuff I don't need in those jars, those pots. Okay. Thankfully, like, I'm starting to remember now the way back to the boss, which is good. I was kind of worried I wouldn't, but it's like starting to come back to me in little bits and pieces. Oh, I'm going to need the Ocarina now. I still got to get used to these menus. But yeah, I'm just here drinking my C4 Sour Blue Razilla energy drink, which is a Godzilla tie-in that they did. We were just talking about energy drinks and protein bars, both of which I consume pretty regularly. Alright, come on, guy. I think there's going to be another one, too. Yep. Yeah, I do hope to go back. I always say this. I hope to go back to Canada someday. I would like to see my family again. Ah, crap. I knew I was supposed to jump off, but I couldn't remember at what part. Because if you don't jump off at the right time, then the ship crashes or falls. Well, time to do that all again. Thank you, Duster. I will catch you later when you get home. I actually had, we're talking about Duster's food earlier. I had steak for dinner, so that was nice. Like a good steak. Okay, can you please just die already? Okay, okay. Oh shit, where do I jump? Where do I jump? I don't remember. Oh wait, no, it's in this room. Okay. Okay, I remember now. I thought it was the last room I had to jump off. I like how it tells me that after I've jumped off of the ship already. It's like, yeah, I know. That's why I jumped off the ship. Oh yeah, that's right. Your girlfriend's coming in. That's cool. I hope you all have a good time together. I hope you have a lot of fun things planned to do together. Okay. There is a heart. Okay, there's hearts up there, but I can't remember how to get up there. That's the thing. I don't think... Can I hook shot to that? Probably not. No? Okay. We'll just have to go on then. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh yeah, this room. I remember this now. Okay, I need the hover boots for that part. I'm about to use one of my fairies up, unfortunately. Probably because I only got one heart left. Alright. Take the boots off. Alright, man. Well, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Have a good time. Okay, how do I do this again? There's a door here. Wait, can I go in the door? Oh, okay. Stupid. I forgot I could just... Okay, this might be... it. So I'm coming into this with one heart, which is bad, but I do have two fairies, at least, so if I die, I'm gonna come back. Yeah, okay. I think the walkthrough says to use arrows, but it looks like you could also use the hook shot too, like to stun the hand. The problem is like trying to stun it when it's not moving so that you can hit it, because it feels like every time you try to stun it, it's always like moving and then you can't actually get it. This is like Master Hand before Smash Brothers. I don't know if I'm supposed to be trying to hit it after I stun it, or like what exactly the deal is. But I'm about to use my other fairy. Okay, so you can just hit it with your sword. Okay. At least I know. Thank God I have one more fairy. Oh, that's not good. Oh, nope, that's not good either. Okay. Okay, I gotta look the walkthrough and be sure that I'm doing this right because I do not want to screw this up. All right, let's see. We just skip to the boss. Okay. Use the arrow, use the sword. Okay, once you stun both hands, use the lens of truth to see Bongo Bongo. He'll open his eyes and rush towards you. Hit his open-eyed stunner. It's easiest to use the bow, but you can also use the sword or the long shot. Okay. Alrighty. Oh man, I'm already almost dead again. That's not good. Well, maybe I should try to use the... No! I was trying to get out of the way and I couldn't. Oh boy. How nice to not refill my health also when I come back. Well, I gotta go back now and get some more fairies. Because I'm gonna need them. Alrighty. I'm trying to remember it. The last time I played through this, I went to some area where there was fairies, and I was able to just grab two like really quickly, but I can't remember where it was. Oh, actually, it was one of... I think it was in the graveyard. I think it was one of the graves that I moved, and I went down, and it was just there was just a fairy place. I think. Let me see. Because that would be handy if it was just... Yes! Yes, right here. So I know that this is where I can go if I need fairies fast. And I get all my health back. So that is the shit right there. Alrighty. Well, time to work our way all the way back, but at least we know the way to go. Because I've had to do it enough times, so... I think I'm still going to have to warp up there, because I don't think I can climb up there. Ah, crap, I forgot the song already. That's the one thing, is I can't remember the songs. I have to go back and look. I think as long as I can get in there with most of my health and 2 fairies, I think I should be okay. Yo, what's going on, Danny? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We're going to try to beat this boss here. I got full health and I got 2 fairies, so we had 1 attempt which failed already, so now we're going to try to do it again. But at least I remember the way to go, so. I still struggle a little bit with the hover boots sometimes because they don't quite want to. They do that. They don't want to grab on when they're supposed to grab onto things. I could not be losing so much health right at the beginning. I think maybe I have to kind of get a running start. That might be what it is. I'm standing too close to the edge when I walk out, and I'm not giving myself enough time for the hover boots to get me across, probably. All right. Oh, and again, I always forget about the spiders because I want to rush through this part, and I forget that you have to take your time. Arma was just here a few minutes ago. He was at the train station waiting for his girlfriend. Told him I hope that they have some fun things planned to do together. Well, I got hit, but at least I got past the spider there. He's telling me about the wall master. Trying to be extra careful. I do not want to fall. Got that guy. Get rid of this dude. Earlier today, I got to watch Rumble in the Bronx, which is a really good Jackie Chan movie. I've been going through the movies in that new box set I got, and Rumble in the Bronx is great. I think I had watched it once before, but I had forgotten, you know, it'd been years since I'd seen it. So there was a lot I didn't remember, but I do think it's like one of his best. It's funny, but there's a lot of action in it too. He goes to New York because his uncle, who runs a supermarket there, he wants to sell the supermarket because he's getting married. And of course the joke is that his uncle's like, you know, oh, you're going to meet your new aunt, you know, aren't you excited? And he's like, yeah. And then he goes into the supermarket and he sees this other Chinese girl that works there, and he thinks, oh, she must be his fiance, she must be my new aunt. So he goes up and he's like, this is for you, and he has this present. And then he comes up and he's like, no, that's not her. And then this slightly kind of overweight black woman comes up and gives his uncle a big hug, and he's just standing there and he's like, what, you didn't expect your aunt to be black? And he's like, well, not really. I was like, wow, I forgot about that part of the movie. Whoa, no, no, I didn't mean to walk. I didn't mean to walk out yet. I saw that platform was moving away, and I was trying to stop myself so I didn't walk off the edge, and I did anyway. But yeah. But yeah, so far I've watched Drunken Master 2, which I think I might like better than the first Drunken Master, which I also have, and Rumble in the Bronx. The next one I gotta watch is Thunderbolt, which I've never seen. It has something to do with like race cars, or it's like he's like a race car driver or something, but I haven't actually seen it, so it'll be cool to see it for the first time. But yeah, when that Jackie Chan box set came out, I was like, I don't care what I have to do. I was like, I'm getting this, because I have a list on my computer of like Jackie Chan movies that I don't own that I need to get. And almost every movie that I still needed to get was in that box set. So I was like, yep, definitely got to get this box set. And also, I just love Jackie Chan, so it's like, it's a no-brainer for me. I don't necessarily know that I need the boots for this part, but I just put them on to be safe, because I don't want to screw this up. No, no, no. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to push the button for the Lens of Truth, and I hit the wrong. No, I don't want to save. Ah, crap. I just wasted a fairy. That's great. Hit the wrong button. Oh, well. It happens, I guess. I still have one at least. Alright, I gotta maneuver around these spikes. Get up there. Use the iron boots here so I can just walk through this part without any issues. But yeah, I'm trying to just kind of keep like a cool head and a calm mind so that I can get through this and not totally lose it like I did last weekend. Last weekend, I reached a point where I just had to stop playing. It was like, I think I'd been playing for so long that I physically just kind of felt like sick to my stomach. It was just like, I need to stop. I knew when it was time that I needed to stop, so I stopped. Over boots here. Oh, nice. Well, wind just blew me right over there. Good. Okay. And take the boots off. I might try to do this with. They say arrows is probably the recommended way to do it. The walkthrough says for the boss. So I might try to do it with. Oh, come on. That's not cool. Alright. Still got to get there first. Oh yeah, we need the Ocarina. Okay, there we go. I think we should be able to do this. Just gotta relax a little bit. Oh, Danny, I was reading something on the Sparks Reddit page recently, which I did not know if it's, well, that's if it's true, but somebody had posted and said that Sparks and Franz Ferdinand were both going to be playing some, I think it was like some festival over in like Europe or something. And somebody was like, maybe they'll you know, get on stage together and do a number or something, you know. And then somebody said, oh no, that's probably not going to happen because the guy, I think I don't know his name, forgive me, but this guy that's the singer for Franz Ferdinand, apparently he had like some kind of falling out with Sparks after they did the FFS record. And, you know, they were like, yeah, he's probably not ever going to work with, that band's not ever going to work with Sparks again. And I don't know if that's true, but that's what they said. Supposedly, he told either, I think he said to Russell, supposedly, that he was the reason that one of the guys actually left Franz Ferdinand, like, because they had worked with him and they didn't like the way they worked or something. I don't know. It sounded weird to me, but then somebody pointed out, well, I mean, they were in the Sparks Brothers documentary and they didn't talk in the documentary like they had any bad blood with Sparks, but somebody said, well, maybe that could have been, they could have filmed that before there was a falling out. So I don't know. I'd never heard any of that, but yeah, it sucks because I actually think that album is great. And if they had done a second album together, I think it would have been really cool. Because I still listen to a lot of the tracks from that, like Call Girl and Johnny Delusional. I would say Johnny Delusional is probably my favorite track. Whoa, okay, don't slide off, please. I still want to get that album on vinyl, the FFS album. I keep saying I'm going to do that, and then I just never get around to it, but I should. All right, now let's... Ah! It says you're supposed to stun both of the hands. It's kind of hard to do. Okay, and then... Okay. Okay, well, don't turn the camera around where I can't see what's going on. Okay, I'm supposed to hit the eye. I hit him, but it didn't. Maybe I'm about to run out of arrows. They say you can use the hook shot too. Screw it. We're trying to do it with the... remaining arrows that we have. There we go. At least we got a hit in on him. Oh, but I'm out of arrows now. Okay, well, I don't know. It's fire. I don't know. Oh, we can't. Yeah, if you're out of arrows, you can't use the fire. Okay. Well, we'll use the long shot, or try to. Okay. It'd be really helpful if the camera didn't change on me when I'm trying to do this. Oh, this is going to be tricky now. Alright. Oh, okay, it's I could use the long shot on the eye and it didn't work. That's cool. Appreciate that. Ah, it's like by the time I turn to face him, he's already like coming towards me. Ah, oh, great. Cool, thanks. I got like one hit on him, one hit on the eye, and that was all I got. Shit, I'm gonna need more arrows, because it seemed like the arrows were the way to go. I don't have a lot of money. Well, one thing I did learn, which is helpful, is that I can go back out to the graveyard. And if I go down, and I believe it's this one I pull back, I think. If I go down here, and I go around, I can actually get full health and get 2 fairies back. So at least that helps. I'm able to, I know I can come back here and always get fairies and get my health refilled. But I still need to get arrows. And I'm going to actually, for the time being, I'm going to take that off so I don't accidentally waste a fairy by pushing the wrong button. I do need to get arrows, but to get arrows, I'm going to need rupees. So, probably a slight bit of backtracking. I think I'm going to go back to the Temple of Time. I'm going to go back to the Temple of Time, become a kid again. I'm going to go into the room that's like on the way to Hyrule Castle Town, the room that just has all the pots in it. And I'm going to get a bunch of rupees, and then I'm just going to buy a bunch of arrows. Because arrows seem to be the best way to beat that boss. So I'm just going to try to get all the arrows I can get. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. I was going to become a kid again. That's the thing, too, is like, I got to get used to like talking and playing at the same time, which is kind of hard for me to do. But yeah, that's the plan. Now that I kind of know what to do, I don't think the boss should be too hard. I probably might have had it, but I ran out of arrows, and then I tried to use the hook shot, and that wasn't going to work, so. But I think we should be able to do it. Oh wow, I just saw Duster's picture of gummy bears. Whole lot of gummy bears. I love gummy bears. I try not to eat them so much though, because, you know, a lot of candy's not really good for my health. But man, I do those I know we've talked about this before, but those Albanese World's Best gummy bears, those are the shit, man. I also really like gummy cola bottles a lot, although I haven't had any in forever. I don't even know how much arrows cost, but I'll just try to get as many rupees as I can and then buy as many arrows as I can. It's nice at least that they have a little place like this where you can just get all the rupees that you need. But yeah, I was saying this actually, and I think it was in Coach's stream the other night, that the only thing I really don't like about this game is you die at a boss. You don't start at the room before the boss. You start all the way back at the beginning of the temple. And that I really don't like. Because then you have to do a lot of backtracking, like to get back to where you were. Okay. I hope the store in Hyrule Town sells arrows. I can't remember if they do or not, but I hope they do. Now they're probably going to tell me it's not open because it's nighttime. Yep. Well, good thing I know how to change it from nighttime to daytime. You got any arrows? Yes, you do. Great. 50. I will take. I don't even know how many you can carry. Maybe 50's the. Is 50 like the limit? Okay, well, I bought 50, but it says I have 40. Okay. Alright. No, well, I guess I don't need to. I'll need to warp to the Temple of Time. It's right there. I feel like I slept most of the day. I think, honestly, right now is probably like the most awake I've been all day, and that's mainly because of the energy drink. It's keeping me going. I don't know what it is, but lately I've just been like super low energy, just tired a lot. It actually really sucks because I end up being tired when I don't want to be tired. It's a C4 energy drink. It's basically sour blue raspberry, but it's good. I mean, I like the C4 drinks. Okay, we got arrows. Okay, it's just 40 is like the maximum I can carry, so hopefully that should be enough. Ooh, Rockstar Fruit Punch is great. Arma really likes that too, I think. Yeah, I've had a lot of Fruit Punch energy drinks, but I think Rockstar is definitely one of the best. I don't really drink energy drinks all the time, but I mean, I've limited myself to mostly like, I guess 2 times maybe out of the week. Really, the only time I drink them is like when I'm streaming, so it's either like Tuesday or Sunday. But I probably will need to have something else to kind of stop the tired feeling. Maybe I need to go back to drinking coffee or something. I actually I really don't drink like hot coffee anymore because I've gotten really into iced coffee and I like that better. Although I don't currently have any iced coffee, but if I did, I'd probably be drinking it. Ah, come on. I'm a little too fast there. That was my fault. I was gonna say it'd be nice if I got some hearts back for that. Okay, didn't get hearts from any of them. Cool. Yeah. I know about the Wall Master. You gotta tell me that every time. And jump. And there we go. Okay. Okay, to carry him. I guess I was saying this earlier. I guess the first energy drink I probably ever had was Red Bull. And that was because damn it. That was because, I would see the commercials on TV and I would just be like, well, I wonder what Red Bull tastes like, So then I went to the store and got one. Except I've found now that I can't really drink the regular Red Bulls. I have to get the sugar-free ones because the regular ones are just way too sweet for me and I can't really handle it. Oh yeah, I actually, the last Tuesday when I streamed, I had a full throttle. It was a red apple flavor. I think that was a new flavor they came out with. Actually wasn't too bad. But yeah, full throttle's all right. I started with Red Bull, and then I think I moved on to Bang, which I don't drink anymore, even though they still sell it. No, you fucker. Bang used to have some, I was saying this earlier, they used to have some really good energy drinks, but then they discontinued a lot of them, which is unfortunate. But yeah, the original Full Throttle's pretty good. I always say, like, when I go to the convenience store, I can tell what energy drinks aren't selling because they'll have, like, some crazy deal where it'll be, like, 2 for 1 special or something, you know? And I'm like, yeah, those are the ones that aren't selling at all. And even if they're shitty, sometimes I'll buy them anyway just because I'm like, well, it's a deal, it's cheap. Might not be the best energy drink, might not taste the best, but at least it's something, you know? Yeah. Yeah, Rockstar Fruit Punch is great. Yeah, a new one I've discovered that I really like is Red Con 1. They have some really good flavors. Wow, he's like... Okay. Okay, good, you're done. He's like right on the edge. Oh, thank God. Thought I was not going to make it. I also like Ghost a lot. Ghost has some pretty good flavors. They have a Welch's grape soda flavor, which is really good if you like grape soda. No, wait, no, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I swear I don't know why I did that. I did not mean to do that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love the Grape Ghost. That's really good. I haven't had it in a while, but... I remember, like, when it first came out, and I looked everywhere, and I couldn't find it. And I was like, I just want to, like, try this once, and I can't even find it anywhere. And then finally... I think several months after, like, people stopped talking about it, I wasn't even thinking about it anymore, and I went to the convenience store, and they finally had it. And I was like, oh, yeah, I wanted to try this. So, you know, they did a 7-Up flavor a while back, which I tried, and I'm like, well, it's basically just 7-Up, except it's, like, maybe a little bit sweeter than, like, normal 7-Up. I was like, it's okay, but it wasn't anything that I was like, oh my God, like, this is the best flavor or whatever. I was just like, it's whatever, you know. Some of their flavors aren't anything to write home about, but I think one of the first ones I tried was just, they have like just a plain like citrus flavor, and I really enjoyed that. So that's like what I first tried, and I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. There are a lot of energy drinks too. Like, especially if you go, like, a lot of times if you go to like a game store or something, you know, you might see like, oh, here's the Mega Man energy drink, or here's the Mario energy drink. And it's basically just, it's just another version of like Red Bull, you know? You think it's like going to be something, whoa, you think it's like going to be something special. And then you try it and you're just like, it's just Red Bull essentially. Which is like, you know, okay if you like Red Bull, but if you're drinking it thinking it's going to be something different, you know. I had one Sonic energy drink. I had the G Fuel one, which is the peach rings. That was okay. I didn't mind that very much. The problem with like G Fuel, well, at least for me, is they have a, oh great, they have a Crash Bandicoot flavor. It's Wumpa Fruit. and I bought like the tub of powder, and it was actually really good. Like I had the tub of powder. The only problem was that the powder didn't mix very well. So you'd always get like clumps in like the bottom of your like shaker bottle. But the other thing is I went to my local dollar store. Well, it's Dollar Tree. I mean, it's a chain. I guess it's not really a local chain. But anyway, I went there and they had cans of the Wumpa fruit drink, and I'm like, this is great. I'll buy 2 cans because they're like $1 each or whatever. And so I buy it, and it tastes completely different from the powdered version. It had like this really nasty aftertaste to it that the powdered version didn't have. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, the powdered version it had like this nice tart, almost kind of like an apple flavor. And the canned version had this nasty aftertaste that I just couldn't get over. And I'm like, it's supposed to be the same thing. Why is the canned version taste different than the powdered version? I couldn't understand that. But if I go to like my dollar store, there's like, you can get energy drinks for cheap. They have like G Fuel, and I'm trying to remember what else they had. I think they might have had Red Bull, maybe Monster. I can't really remember. And they have some brands that you don't normally see everywhere else. Like I think there's a brand called Rip It, and there's one called 3D, I think. Oh, nice. That's cool. I haven't really listened to a lot of Avenged Sevenfold, but that's pretty cool that you got that. I just got a record in recently that I ordered on eBay. Took forever to get here because the post office was being stupid. I don't know. I've probably talked about this before, but I live in an apartment building, and I live upstairs over 2 businesses. And sometimes if we have like a different, I guess, mail carrier or something that doesn't know where the mail's supposed to go, they tried to deliver it to the businesses downstairs. And most of the time, if the businesses are closed, then they just say, well, we tried to deliver it to the business and the business wasn't open. And there's no way for me to communicate to them, no, it's upstairs, it's not downstairs. So they couldn't figure that out, so they kept trying to deliver my packages downstairs. And it took me forever to get my packages, to get my record and my Jackie Chan movie box set. But I got a record, and it's classical music. So I am excited. I haven't played it yet. I'm gonna play it for the next Turntable Tuesday. But yeah. And the thing is, like, I wanted to go downstairs and put a sign, like, not really on like the door of one of the businesses downstairs, but maybe just like, you know, there's like kind of a little wall in between the 2 businesses. And I wanted to put like just a note up and say, like, if there's any packages for this address, this apartment, it's upstairs. It's not downstairs. That's where you need to go. And hopefully maybe they would just see that once, and that would be enough. But it's like I can't just go down there and put like a note on, you know, the door of one of the businesses without like their permission or something. But it's annoying because we've had mail carriers before that have been here many times and they know where to go, but I'm assuming that we must have a different one because they don't know where to go. And so it's like anytime it's the post office, it's an issue. So now, at least for the time being, I'm trying to make sure that if I buy stuff, it's not going to be shipped via the post office. If it's UPS or something, it's fine. I should be able to get it, but I don't know. It's crazy. But anyway, here we are back at the boss, so we're going to try and do this here. Ah, grab me again. No. Oh, come on, dude. Did I get... Oh. Ah. He moves too fast. It's tough because you got to pull out the arrow. You got to aim it. I'm trying to, like, stun him with my sword because I don't want to, like, waste my arrows. I want to save them for the part when I need them. Okay. Okay, well, I got him once. Okay, just gotta focus. Okay, get out of the way. There we go. Get some hits on him that time. Alright, see what he's gonna do. Yes! Oh, he's mad now. Well, you know, that's how the walkthrough said to do it. So I was kind of going by what the walkthrough said. Well, actually, the walkthrough said to use arrows to stun him, but I wanted to save the arrows for when I had to shoot him in the eye, so I tried to use my sword to stun him. It also said if you run out of arrows, you can use the hook shot to shoot him in the eye, but I tried that and it wasn't working, so I don't know. But whatever, we did it. I knew, like, once I kind of got the pattern down, you know, I would be able to get it eventually. But yeah, when I played this in the past, I never made it this far, so this is all, like, new to me. Well, thank you. I appreciate the GGs from both of you. I appreciate that. See, the only time I ever owned this game, I think I owned the GameCube, like, port of it. Because I never owned it as a kid. I used to rent it, and then I had a friend who owned it, and he let me borrow it for like a couple of weeks, but I never beat it. But I always wanted to, so I'm glad that I'm getting to play through it now. It's funny because I thought that boss was difficult, but then once I actually got through it, I thought, well, it's actually not that hard if you know how to do it. You just gotta watch for his moves and try to avoid him when he comes at you. Alright, got the shadow medallion, that's cool. Did use one fairy. I mean, I might as well go back and just get an extra fairy for, you know, whatever the next part of this is going to be, since I know that I can do that already. I mean, it's always good to just have two in case you need them. And it's just really convenient that there's a spot here where I can get full health. Not that I need it now, but if I need it, then I can get any fairies that I need. So that's great, because then I don't have to buy one at the store. So actually, I look at the walkthrough now and see like what we're doing here next. Okay, Spirit Temple. Our next destination is the desert. The area is pretty easy to find in the Hyrule Field, although it's kind of far. Use Epona if you have to make the trip faster. Okay. Well, I do have Epona, so that's good, at least. But yeah, I've been having a good time playing through this. I mean, it's only been frustrating at some parts, but once I get past those parts, then it's all right, you know. And I am like saving all these and uploading them to my YouTube. That way I can like, you know, well, I don't know if I'll go back and watch a lot of them, but at least other people can. I only say that because I don't really like to go back and watch my videos because I don't like to hear like my own voice and stuff. I'll do it if like I have to edit a video, but other than that, I don't like to go back and see myself or hear myself. Okay, let's back up here. Okay, there we go. I'm guessing it's up this way. It said west. Yep. Well, I didn't know you could take Epona all the way up this way. That's interesting. Okay. Well, oh, nope. Don't want to do that. Nope. Oh, stop, stop, stop. Okay. No diving allowed. It won't do you any good. Okay. Okay, do I need the hook shot? Yep. Okay. Talk to this person. Hey you, if you're going to the fortress, would you mind finding out what my workers are doing over there? Oh, okay. What's in here? I'm the wandering running man. I've run all of this land in search of competitors who have a true killer instinct. I came here to run through the haunted wasteland, but it doesn't look like good timing for that. Though I want to go back to Hyrule Field, the bridge is, well, you can see it from here, so I'm stuck here inside this tent. I don't think I can accept your challenge right now. Oh, so I guess that's something you could do later. Yeah, it's too bad you don't have a hook shot, dude, because if you did, then you can get across that bridge pretty easily. I assume I want to go up this way. Okay, Gerudo's Fortress. Oh, I have not made it this far, but I think I did watch somebody play through this part. And I think it's a lot of like sneaking around. You have to like sneak around without getting caught, which is something I'm usually pretty bad at in games. So that's going to be probably tricky, but we'll see. Wow, they're just okay. Guards are just right all over the place. I don't even know, like, there's so many different rooms. I don't even know, like, where to start. Okay, well, there's a person there. That's... Does this go out again? Okay, yeah. Goes out again. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've only seen this in, like, other people's playthroughs. I forget, can I... Okay, yeah, can crouch. Okay. Oh, wait, don't do that. Don't do that. Nope. Ah! I did not mean to jump on top of the box. That's... oh, great. Now I'm in jail, I guess. Stupid kid, get in there and keep quiet. I'm not a kid. I'm an adult. Can't you tell? That's one thing I used to hate, because I kind of look young for my age, and I guess I always have. So when people used to call me kid, and I was like maybe, I don't know, 19, 20 or something. And they're like, yeah, kid. It's like, I'm not a kid. I know I might look like a kid, but I'm not a kid. So please don't call me kid. Okay, I might be in a different part this time. Okay, can I just... Okay. Oh, there's... Okay, so there's two. The first one's not moving. The second one is going to turn around. Go up this way. Okay, I'm not... Oh, maybe I have to use the hook shot. No, wait, is this just a way back out again? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Crap. Yeah. You know what's funny is, like, for a long time, I didn't really have any like gray hair or anything, but I've started to get white hairs in my hair and in my beard. But, the joke that I like to make is, well, I mean, they call me Sergeant Salt and Pepper, so I guess that's the salt and pepper coming through in my hair. Actually, when I was like a baby, when I was like only a couple years old, my hair was brown. And then at some point it turned black and it just stayed black. And I have no idea why, but nobody knows why, but because I've asked people in my family, but once it turned black, it just stayed black. So, okay. How could you see me? I was behind you. Okay, well, I don't even think there was anybody like to rescue in that part anyway. I, I probably will have to look at the walkthrough for this if I want to do it right. I was trying to only use the walkthrough if I really needed to, but some parts of this you just really need to. I have no idea where you come from, but you must have a lot of guts to make it past all the guards around here. All my fellow carpenters are in prison somewhere in here. If you can get us out of here, we'll repay the favor somehow. But be careful, there's sure to be Gerudo guards somewhere around here. Oh, shit. Well, yeah, you were right about that, buddy. Hey, I found the key. Or rather, I took it off that guard, I guess. Did you come here to save me? Oh, that's just swell. I'm Ichiro the Carpenter. We're really interested in joining their all-female group, but they locked us up like this just because we're men. We don't care about the Gerudo anymore. They're so rude. 3 of my fellows have also been captured, so please help them escape too. I don't seem to like men very much around here, I guess. Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy, man. I mean, for someone like that to just kind of out of the blue just say, fuck you. Like, I could understand if she didn't think like 30 was old, but she didn't have to go like that direction with it. Yeah. I can't think of any experience shopping where anybody's like swore in my face. When I worked at the grocery store, I did have some customers that swore at me because I didn't really understand. Yo, what's going on, coach? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. If I didn't understand what they wanted me to do, which happened sometimes because I was a relatively new employee at that point, they would get frustrated, and eventually that would lead to them swearing at me. I had one old lady who swore at me like crazy because I just wasn't understanding what she wanted me to do. And I was like, I'm sorry, like I'm trying to understand what you want me to do here, but I don't. And she like lost her mind. The funniest though was there was one guy that got pissed at me. I was actually doing him a favor. Somebody had put a cart in one of the parking spaces and he wanted to park. So I went over there and I was like going to move the cart. He was going to move the cart, and I ran over there. I was like, "It's okay, sir. I got it. I'll move it out of the way. I got it. Don't worry about it." And so I went over there and I moved the cart out of the way. And the guy got mad because he thought he was helping me move the cart, and I didn't say thank you to him. And I'm like, "Well, I didn't need your help. I told you like I had it." But he got mad, and then it was funny because I guess he just didn't know what to say to me. Like he wanted to say something insulting, but he just didn't know what to say. So he was like, well, you're a big-headed freak or something like that." He said something about me having a big head, and I'm thinking like, really? That's the best you can come up with is I got a big head? I actually thought it was funny. I was like, okay, you say so. Okay. Like I want to like try to look around the corner. Ah, damn it. Yeah. Definitely have a lot of stories from working you work at the grocery store, you wind up with a lot of stories because customers are just crazy, man. There used to be this little old lady that would come in every week and she would complain, and I would say like, "Would you like me to get a manager?" "No, I don't need a manager. I just want to complain to you, even though you can't do anything about the..." Okay, I was already here. "Even though you can't do anything about the problem." She would complain because, big grocery store. This was Kroger, by the way. We have, the big carts, and then we have these little carts for people that, are only going to get a few items. They need a small cart. We have small carts. And that's all she needed was a small cart. And she used to get mad because every time she would show up, there wouldn't be any little carts because everybody else would take all of them. And she'd be like, "Well, it's just ridiculous that there's no small carts whenever I come up here to shop." And then she got mad because at the time, we didn't keep small carts inside the store like we did the big carts because that's what the managers told us to do, is not to make a place for the small carts. They said put the small carts like outside next to the, I don't know, outside next to the store or whatever. It was weird. But anyway, she got mad about that. She was like, "Well, you don't keep the small carts inside." Well, what if it rains? Then I have to walk all the way outside over to wherever to get a cart in the rain, and that's not, I shouldn't have to do that. And she said, "Why do you do that? Why is that a thing you do?" And I said, "Well, it's not me that does it." I said, "It's the managers, it's their rules, not mine." And I said, "I can go get the manager if you'd like to speak to him." And, "No, I don't need to speak to the manager." But this was like every fucking week. Oh, god damn it. Every fucking week she'd come in and just bitch about the same thing, and I just got so sick of it. Like every time I'd see this woman come in, I'd be like, "Yep, she's gonna complain." I'd look around, I'd see there are no little carts, you know, for her, and I'd be like, "Yep, she's gonna complain that there's no carts. I know that." Sure enough, a few seconds later, it's like, "Well, there's no carts again." She'd be like, "Well, you did again. There's no carts. There's no little carts again." And like it was my fucking fault. Like I personally took all the small carts away so that she couldn't have any. Oh, AI viewers. Oh, no, I don't. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Danny. Quick on the draw, you were. Thank you for taking care of that. Yeah, yeah, how dare I? I'm such an awful, awful person. Really, I mean, maybe it sounds cliche to say, but the people that really complained the most and were the bitchiest were a lot of the elderly customers. And I told my grandmother once, how am I going to do this? Because, okay. I told my grandmother once, I said, like, you know, it's a lot of the elderly customers. And she said, well, you have to understand, some of them don't feel good. They're probably sick or they're in a lot of pain. And they come in and then they're just not in a good mood. And I'm like, well, yes, but that doesn't mean, that doesn't give them a free pass to come in and be a jerk. And she was like, well, yeah, that's true too. But yeah, I don't, okay, maybe I can't go that way because it doesn't look like there's going to be any way to get around her without her seeing me. Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't know you were a lifeguard. That's interesting. I bet that was an interesting job to have. I could never be a lifeguard because, well, one, I don't really know how to swim, so I mean that's kind of part of it, I guess. 1-800-BITE. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Oh yeah. Wow, that's cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that, coach. There was a guy that used to come into the, can I get like, okay, no, cuz she's going to, okay. I might have to approach that area from like a different, if I can get like in a different way maybe. There was a guy that used to come in the grocery store and it was so dumb. He would basically just get all the groceries, like he'd get all the stuff he wanted and he'd put it in the cart, and then he would go up to the checkout and he would wait until they scanned everything and see what like the total cost was, and if he didn't have enough to pay it, he would be like, well, okay, take the potatoes off, take the tomatoes off, take the lettuce off, and they'd one by one have to take everything off until it reached whatever amount that he could afford to pay. And it's like he would do this every time and it would hold up the line while people would have to, you know, they'd have to individually take each item off. And yo, what's going on, Duster? Welcome back. But yeah. Yeah, I saw your food pics. Looked really good. All right, let's see if I can. Can I? No. Okay. So it looks like if you try to go around them, they'll like turn to the side and notice you, which is not good for me. But yeah, I guess any like kind of like you were saying, uh, Josh, like yeah, any retail job, you know, you're gonna have a lot of stories. Okay, let me see. Can I? Okay, can I hide behind these boxes? Is she gonna see me if I'm just over here? Is she gonna turn and see me? Okay, no. Okay. Can I just run across? No, I can't do that. Okay. Right. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Yeah, I've told this story before, but it is kind of wild. But there was a customer once who came in. It was a guy and his wife, and they had a kid. So he had two carts. He had a big cart, and then he had one of those carts for children where it's like a cart attached to like a little like car that like the child sits in and can kind of ride around in. So he had two carts. And I was outside. I'd been bringing like carts in because that's normally what I did. And I had about 20 minutes left maybe on my shift. So I came in and they were like, come over here and bag for this cashier because they don't have someone bagging. I was like, okay. So I go over there and I'm like trying to bag the groceries. And keep in mind, he's got two carts. So I go to the first cart, which is there's nothing in it. It's just regular old big cart, nothing in it. And I start putting bags in. He goes, don't put my stuff in that cart. I don't want my stuff in that cart. And I go, oh, okay. So I figure, well, he must want in the other cart, the kitty cart. So I start to put stuff in that cart. And he goes, no, I don't want stuff in that cart. And I go, okay, well, you've got two carts here, but you don't want me to put stuff in either one of them. And so I'm confused. So I stupidly, I guess, on my part, start to put stuff in the first cart again. He goes, no, I told you, I don't want my stuff in that cart. And I was getting pissed off at this point, and I finally had enough, and I said, okay, sir, what would you like me to do? And he goes, well, why don't you go get another cart? And I'm like, okay. It's him and his wife and a kid, and they have two carts. Well, now he wants me to get a third cart, which presumably means I'm going to have to help them out to the car with the groceries because there's two of them, but there's three carts. And I don't want to do that because he's being an asshole. And I just didn't understand what he wanted. And it's funny because I've replayed that like scene in my head like about 1,000,000 times, trying to figure out what he wanted, and I still don't understand. He was just very rude to me. And as soon as I finished like putting all of his stuff in a cart and I looked at the clock and my shift was over, I immediately like just ran over to the machine, clocked out, and I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm not doing anything else. I'm done. And I gave him like the death stare as I like walked out of the store, which I don't think he cared too much about, but I was like, I'm not helping him out to his car. I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm out of here. My shift is over. Let somebody else help him out to the car. Okay, that's not gonna work. I might have to look at the walkthrough for this because I'm not sure. Yeah, one of those customers. We had a woman come in one time with her child, and her child was just out of control. He just wouldn't, like, she told him to like be, to sit still. He wouldn't. He got on the floor, sat on the floor, refused to get up, started screaming and yelling. She literally had to pull him up off the floor, and she's just screaming and yelling at him like the entire time. And then she starts saying, like, everybody is looking at me. Everybody's looking at me. Well, he didn't give a shit, but that's what, she said. And I was like, please, God, do not let me be the one that has to help her out to her car. And sure enough, they're like, yeah, can you help her out to her car? And I'm like, fuck. And so I put all the groceries in her cart, and the kid gets down on the ground and just starts throwing a fit. And she's like, get up off the floor. Get up off the floor right now. And she like picks him up and pulls him up off the floor. And she's screaming at him like the whole time as we're walking out to her car. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Okay, I think I see what I'm supposed to do. I'm looking at the walkthrough now. That was one of those days where I couldn't wait for that like day to be over with. I was like, man, I can't wait to go home. Oh, wow. That's crazy. The "no, you're gonna take me" to them is wild. I did have a lady try to stop me. Well, she stopped me once. I was literally getting ready to clock out, and she said, "I said I saw that she was gonna, ask me for something, and I said, what do you need?" And she said, "Are you on the clock?" And I said, "Well, what do you need?" Because in my head, I'm thinking, well, that depends. What do you need? If it's something I can do fast, then yeah, I'll help you. If it's something that's going to take a long time, I'm going to have to get somebody else. And then she said, "Well, I wanted to get some bread, and I get this specific kind of bread, but it looks like you don't have any." She was like, "I was wondering if you had any in the back and if you could check." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, I don't know if we do, but I said, I can go in the back and check, sure." And so I went in the back to look, and I didn't see any. And I think I had to go back and say, "Well, I don't see any. I guess we must be out of it." But it's like I would always have customers stop me like maybe 2 minutes before I was going to clock out or something. Yeah, I have seen Falling Down, actually. I like that movie. I remember I told my grandmother once about that movie, and I was like, and I can relate to the character. And she was like, "Well, I don't think that's really a character you should be saying that you can relate to." And I was like, "Well, I don't mean in the sense like that I'm gonna like go into like a McDonald's type restaurant and like want to shoot up the place because I didn't get like my breakfast sandwich or whatever." But I said I just meant like the frustrations and stuff that he goes through. It's like I can understand that. I could understand getting upset, maybe not that upset, but I could understand being like, this is unfair. Oh shit. Yeah, thankfully these fights are not difficult. Ooh. I think of those I've only played actually I think I've only played Jurassic Park. Right. Yeah, it used to bother me that McDonald's had like a cutoff time for breakfast, and the cutoff time was fairly early because I'm not really a get up early kind of person. So it was like if I did want something from McDonald's, it's like, well, you better get up early enough so that you can still have it. I think my dad and I did go to McDonald's once, and we just missed like breakfast because we were going there to get breakfast before we were going to do something. And they were like, "Yeah, the breakfast time just ended, so now it's lunch." And we really wanted breakfast, but we were like, "Well, okay, I guess we'll have lunch then." Yeah. Okay, let's see. I did that. Um, Wait, back outside, target around the corner once the guard is. Oh, you shoot the guard with an arrow. Okay, I didn't know that. Uh, okay, wait a minute. Okay, let me see. Oops, open the wrong window there. Um, okay, room. There's a you have to tap several guards. Oh, you can knock the guards out with arrows. Okay, I did not know that. Okay, well that kind of makes it easier. Right. Okay, there's two. I don't know. Did I hit her? Oh, well, did that time. Okay, why can I not target the second one? There we go. Oh, shit, that's a bad thing. I didn't realize. Oh, fuck. Ah, shit, I should have crouched. McLaw becomes McBill, yeah. I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. Or what was the Family Guy one where he starts singing and then like the guy comes along picking up trash. He's like, they call me Bill and I'm standing here on Capitol I. Okay, well I'll go back through here and come out the way I came last time. Yeah, knowing that you could knock them out with arrows is much. It's more helpful. I don't have to sneak around quite as much as long as I can get them. Oh wait, but was there anything in this room? I don't think there was there? Okay, well we'll go. Oh, this is what they were talking about around the corner. There's a guard. Okay. All right. Okay, I wish the freaking camera wouldn't change. I want to see if they're turned around or not. Okay. Wait till they turn around. They hit them with an arrow. Cool. Oh, wait a minute. Did I already get the person in here? Well, I got some hearts. Okay. Oh, God. Wow. Yeah, that sounds terrible. I hate going to like a you go to like a fast food place or something, and there's always the one person that's like in line, and they have questions about everything. Well, if I get a number three, what comes on the number three? Well, what if I want to get pickles? Can I get pickles? And you're just standing there, and you're like, come on, like, could you like hurry up, please? Well, what if I want mayonnaise? Can I get mayonnaise? Well, what if I don't want mustard? Can I get it without the mustard? And Jesus. Or they come in and they're like, well, yeah, I want to get two of those and six of those and eight of those and 12 of those. And you're just like, oh my God, this is going to take forever. Okay. You got lucky there. I don't think there's anything in this room, but there's another door I can go through. Okay. See where this one goes. Might take me to someplace I've already been. It's like a giant maze. Okay. Oh my god, 5 minutes. That's oof. Yeah. Another thing I hate is when you go into a place and you think like somebody's in line, and so you go and you like stand behind them, and then you find out like, oh, they're not in line, and they're maybe they ordered already and they're just waiting. It's like, okay, well then can you move to the side to indicate that like you're not in line? You know, you have to be like, are you in line? No, I'm not in line. Okay, well then can you not stand over here where it looks like you're in line? Because that's really fucking confusing to everybody else. Ah, shit. You know, when I used to work the grocery, you know, I had 30 minutes for lunch. And I would go sometimes, I'd walk over, because we had like, you know, we had places all around the grocery that you could walk to, like for lunch. Like, you know, we had a Burger King, we had Chicken Place, we had a lot of places. And I'd walk over to like Burger King sometimes, and people would be asking like a million questions. I'd be like, I only have 30 minutes for lunch. Like, I kind of need my food, and I kind of need it like fast. Sometimes it would take so long that by the time, you know, I'd get the food, I'd have like maybe 10 minutes to eat or so. What the? I could knock that guard out. I could knock the other ones out, but not whoever that was. Okay. Well, I didn't know that. Yeah, I could imagine it would be tough at Universal. People are horrible. Yeah. It's like there's a bit that comedian Tom Segura did where he's talking about like going to the movies, and there's like he's at the movie and there's like somebody brings in like their kid and he's like crying, and they shouldn't have brought the kid in anyway because it's like an R-rated movie or something, but the kid's crying the whole time, and he goes out to get like an usher, and he's like, you know, they brought their kid and the kid's crying and the kid shouldn't even be there because it's like an R-rated movie, and he just looks at me and goes, yeah, well, some people suck. And he's like, and I stood there for a minute and I thought about it, and he's like, well, I mean, yeah, he's right, some people suck, but it's like, are you actually going to do anything about it? Yeah. Yeah, well, some people suck. What are you going to do? You know? I could knock them all out, but for some reason, this person, it wouldn't let me. I'm going to waste all my arrows here. Yeah, it's not letting me. Okay. Well, that's not super great. I'm going to read what Duster said here. Ah, okay. Oh, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, we actually don't have 7-Eleven here. I kind of wish we did. We only just recently got Wawa. We never had Wawa before, and I mean, it's you have to go out of town, but we do have Wawa. And I actually went to Wawa for the first time, I think earlier this year, and I got a sandwich and a some kind of energy drink thing that they make. It was good. Yeah. Okay, and we're getting ready to fight another guard, I'm sure. At least fighting the guards is not difficult. Okay, why are you... They're in front of you. Go in front of you, not behind you. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I may have told this before. And I say that a lot because my memory's not great, so I kind of forget stories that I have told and stories that I haven't told. But there was this woman that used to work at the convenience store, one of the convenience stores here, 5-star, the one that I usually walk over to, and she doesn't work there anymore. I think she got fired. But one night I was there, and a customer came in, and they wanted a carton of cigarettes, but they want a specific brand, you know. So she's looking, because they have a whole wall where they have all the cigarettes, you know. And she couldn't find them. And she probably had only been working there maybe like a couple of months at that point. She was still relatively new, the employee. But I guess she was too afraid to just ask somebody else for help. So she decided it was better to just hold up the line by just looking up and down and all around trying to find this carton of cigarettes that she couldn't find. And the customer finally got annoyed, and she got out of line and she walked over to the other employee, which was an older lady that had worked there a long time. And she said, "Could you help me?" And she said, "Sure, what do you need?" And she said, "Well, I want a carton of these cigarettes." And so she went over to look, and she said, "Oh, well, it looks like we're out of those." And so she said, "Well, okay, I'll take a carton of, you know, Marlboros or whatever, some other brand." But she was annoyed. And, you know, this woman held up the line because all she had to do was just ask for help, just say, "I can't find these, could you help me?" But she apparently didn't want to do that. So she held up the line for like 15, 20 minutes. And then I was like the next person in line, and all I had was an energy drink. That was the only thing I had that I was going to buy. And so I walk up to, you know, the front of the line. That woman had paid for her stuff and left. And I put my drink down. And this woman, the employee, she has her head down on the counter, like her head and her hands down the counter. And she goes, "I just need a minute." And I'm like, "A minute for what?" I'm like, "It's your fault. Like, if you would have just not been afraid to ask for help, then you wouldn't have held up the line." And then she's telling me that she needs a minute to like compose herself. And I'm like, she was acting like, because the customer was getting mad and was yelling at her, and she was acting like the customer was being a bitch. And it's like, well, no, you were the one that should have just asked for help, but instead you decide to waste everybody's time. And then I think maybe not even a month after that, she wasn't working there anymore. So I guess they fired her. Okay, I already went in this room. But that just, I couldn't believe that she was acting like, well, that customer was just a total bitch to me, and they were the ones that were totally in the wrong. And now I need a minute just to gather my thoughts. And it's like, well, it's your fault in the first place, lady. If you would have just asked for help, we wouldn't be in this situation. And I didn't know what to say, so me, kind of like a dumbass, I just stood there and waited for her to like compose herself and then scan like the one energy drink, crap, that I was going to buy. And it's like, I get it. I've been the new guy at a job, and I know it can be a little scary to have to ask for help sometimes. Doesn't mean that I didn't manage to do it in the end. I still did. I gotta look at the walkthrough because I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go next. Okay, climb up the vines and go on the door on the left. Find a room where there's guards below. Follow the path and go through the opening. Okay, so where I was overlooking like the two guards, that's where I think I was supposed to be. So we'll have to go back around, I guess. One time I went to the convenience store and there was just a guy in line, and he was ahead of me in line. He was on his phone and he was talking to somebody and he was being extremely loud, and he's just going like, oh yeah, well just try it, man. You just try it, you just try coming around. I'll fuck you up, man. I will fuck you up. And everybody is like looking at this dude like, what the fuck? He's being extremely loud, and he's just like, yeah, come over here, man. I will beat the shit out of you, man. I will beat the shit out of you. And everybody's just like, nobody's saying anything, but everybody's just like looking at this guy like, will you just shut the fuck up? And like, good thing there wasn't any like children in the store, because he was like swearing up a storm, He didn't care. People are just crazy sometimes. Oh, damn it, I thought I could get up there without them seeing me. I don't have... Shit, I only have like 3 arrows left. That's not going to be good if I run out of arrows. I went to the convenience store one time. Well, I went to one convenience store and their machine was down. They couldn't take cards, so they only took cash. And unfortunately, I didn't have cash on me. So then I went to the other convenience store, and they were like, yeah, our machine's down too. And I'm like, how is your machine down? Like, because this was like 2 completely different convenience stores. They weren't like the same store or anything. And I was like, how is their machine down too? And everybody was like losing their minds. Like, they're like, I don't have cash. What am I supposed to do? I only have my card. And how long do you think it's going to take before the machine to be fixed? And they're like, we don't know. Because normally this doesn't happen to us. I don't know if I would want to, like, work at a convenience store or not. Can I get up here? Okay. I say I can use the hover boots to get across. Nope, no. Ah, crap. Why did I have to fall? I didn't mean to do that. Well, I don't have any arrows now, so this is going to be interesting. I will say I do walk over to the convenience store a lot, but it's just because it's close. And, I'm always looking to get snacks or something, I guess. There's actually... Well, yeah, I actually was about to say, yeah, it is convenient. There's actually a woman that works there. She's very nice. I went there once. This was probably like a couple years ago. And I didn't know her. I didn't know her name. I just knew she worked there. And she started talking to me, like, out of the blue. And she was like, hey, like, yeah, I haven't seen you around here in a while. Like, where you been? And I was like, oh, just home, I guess. She was like, oh, yeah, I was wondering. And I remember that day, I was having like a really like just shitty day. Like, just I was in a bad mood about something. Okay, well, that kind of helps. Oh, okay, and I can do that. That helps. And then she goes, you're my best customer. And I was like, oh. And then like it actually kind of like turned my day around. I was like, oh, well, that was really nice to hear, out of the blue. And now every time like I go in there, she sees me, she talks to me. She's like, oh, hey, haven't seen you around here in a while. Like, you just been at home? Yeah, I've been at home. Oh, okay. And she told me one time, she's like, yeah, I told my fiance about you. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm sure he was thrilled to hear about some random guy that she met at a convenience store. She said I told him like, well, he doesn't say too much, but he's a really nice guy. Wow, that's crazy. Sounds like Office Depot was probably not like the best place to work, at least based on what you're telling me. I guess I'm glad I never worked at an Office Depot. I actually went into, I don't know if it was Office Depot, it might have been Staples. I went into one of those places earlier in the year because I was looking for a chair, like an office chair, and I was told that, they have them there. And whichever one it was I went into, they did have some office chairs, they did have some gaming chairs, but it wasn't anything like what I was really looking for. So the chair that I ended up getting, I just got on, where did I get it? I think I got it on Wayfair, actually. And it's a great chair. I mean, I haven't had it long, but it's great, and I've been using it. Using it right now. It has a pump in the back, so you can pump up the lower back of the chair for lumbar support, which is pretty cool. Okay, there's a treasure chest up there. I should get that. Cool. I was worried I wasn't going to make that. My first job, I worked at Dollar Tree, which is one of the dollar stores around here. Oh, well, I got another heart. That's cool. That wasn't exactly what I thought I was going to get, but okay, let's see. I did that. Wait, jump down to the area with the door. Okay, so I got to go back to the room I was in. But yeah, the dollar store, that was not like a super great first job. It was mostly because like they kept like cutting my hours and shit. Like all the time they would just cut my hours. They'd be like, "Oh, sorry, we had to cut your hours for this week." And I'm like, "Do you even like want me to work here?" Like, period, because it kind of seems like you don't. You keep cutting my hours. Okay, so there's supposed to be, step back here so I can look. It said there was supposed to be some area with a door, but I don't see. Not across the way. I have to... Okay, I think I have to stun these guards. I don't have any arrows, but I can do it with the hook shot. How many are in here? 3. Okay, well, if I can get this one to... camera around here. Trying to see which way they go so that I don't get caught here. Oh shit. Okay. Oh fuck. Get around here. If I'm gonna turn. Alright. Ah, damn. That sucks. Where the fuck? They're talking about some kind of a door somewhere that I don't seem to see. Let me see. Okay. Get across the path. Use hover boots to get across the platform on the other side. Follow the path and go through the opening. Back outside, there's a little ledge right next to you. You try to ignore that, turn the opposite way, jump down. Okay. Okay, so I have to go back outside. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that job was weird. And they hired... I was the only guy there that worked there at the time. They hired, like, mostly women. But I was, like, the only guy that worked there. And some of the women there would just bitch all day about, like, I don't want to be here. I want to go home. I don't like this, you know. Oh, son of a... I didn't even see that person. I know where... At least I know where I have to go now. But, it's just so annoying. It's like, yeah, look, I don't want to be here either. But you know what? I'm fucking making the best of it, so... That's kind of what work is. A lot of times you don't want to be there, but you're there, so you just have to make the best of it. Like, yeah, fuck. I think I'm in the wrong place. The last day that I came into work, my manager took me aside and she's like, there's a quota that... Because I was a stalker, stalk guy or whatever. And she told... Oh, okay, well, I've never been up here before. She told me, like, well, there's a quota that has to be met. You have to stock, like, a certain amount of stuff, and you're not meeting that quota. And, of course, they didn't tell me this when they hired me. They only decided to tell me this, like, the last day. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's helpful. Then I worked at Kroger for about 3 years, which is probably 3 years too long, but at least it was better than the grocery store, I guess. I mean, better than the dollar store. Some people there were nice. Some employees were nice. Some of them were kind of, you know, assholes. Some of them, it was just because I was the new guy, so it was like, well, they thought they would rag on the new guy, I guess. Oh, come on. I couldn't do it fast enough. Oh, that's cool. There was a guy that worked at a grocery store. He didn't work there too long after I joined, but he came outside one day and he saw me like doing something. And he goes, why are you, why are you doing such and such or whatever? Like, why are you doing it like that way? And I said, because the manager told me to come out here and do it. And when I said that, then he shut his mouth. He was like, oh, well, if the manager said to do it, then yeah, okay, fine, I guess. Oh, come on. They like got unfroze after I got up to him. It's not. See, now it's like I just want to rush through this part just to get through it. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. It's not going to reach. Can't walk on from this far away. What the? How? Like, I took one step and they came back to life. That's okay. That's dumb. Right, right. Yeah, we had like some managers like that. And then we had some managers that were just complete assholes. Oh, shit, you're gonna... Okay. No, I can't just... Oh, shit, I can't just run out there. That's... Fuck. Okay. Alright. Good. Okay, I gotta figure out how to get back up. Yeah. This really is just gonna be go in one door and come out another. Oh, actually, yeah, I think that's where I want to go. Okay. Good. Okay, and I think I'm supposed to go down and in here. I think it's right. Yeah, there's one woman right there. Actually, I don't know. Is this... Whoa. Actually, I don't know if this is the right area. Well, I guess we're going to find out. Here, can you... Okay, well, this is going to lead me back to up top. That's where I want to be, so... No! Fuck. I thought I had enough time to... Wow, this part's a little harder than I thought it was going to be. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to try to... Maybe I'll try to go the long way around, I guess. But yeah, the grocery store, it's like... Man... There were some good times. There were also a lot of bad times. And the head manager, I don't think he liked me much at all. I think he was convinced that I never did any work. It was always because anytime like he came down to like check on me, it was like the 2 seconds I stopped to like tie my shoelaces or something. He was like, you're not doing any work. And it's like, I literally just stopped for like a minute. Ah, crap. Because that's always the way it is. And then the guys that would show up to work and be like, I just don't feel like doing any work today. And so they wouldn't. I mean, sure, they'd look busy if like the manager came outside or something, but otherwise they just wouldn't do anything. And, you know, they completely get by with it. And then I'm there like working my ass off and they're yelling at me saying that I'm not like doing any work or whatever. It's like, yeah, I'm the one that you should be yelling at, clearly, not the guy that showed up and literally said that he planned on doing 0 work today. Okay, come on. Move. Shit. Okay. All right, well, we got up here. Ah, nice. Yeah, I wish I had a lot of stuff to sell and whatnot, because, I mean, I saw how good you were doing with selling the games, man. It's like, I wish I had a bunch of stuff that I could just sell. Because it's like, sure, I got a lot of records, but the problem is that most of the records I have right now are ones I want to keep. They're not really ones I want to sell. If I had a bunch that I was just looking to unload, it'd be different. That's stupid. Sorry to hear that. Okay, so I'm supposed to, I believe, jump down here and go in this door. Yeah. No, wait, that's not... No, that's just... Wait, that's just where I was. What the... Okay. Wait, what? I jumped down and I went in the door and it took me back? Oh, I think it's over here. Okay. I just gotta take out this guard. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's literally like what the guys at my job would say. Oh, I just don't feel like doing any work today. Well, if you don't feel like doing any work, then stay the fuck home and get fucking fired then. Okay, now I feel like I'm going in circles. Okay, I'm sorry, I gotta look at the walkthrough here. Okay, so I did that. Ignore that and turn the opposite way. Okay, wait a minute. So he's saying, okay, you can climb up. No, wait, I can't climb up that ledge. Okay, where's the area with the... Okay, is it that? Maybe it's that? Go in here. Yeah, I think I am going the wrong way. The walkthrough's not giving me like the best. Okay. Was there a... Wait a minute. I can't really look down. Well, let me take this guard out. Okay, and then try to see... I feel like there might be a door or something down here, but I think there's a guard. A white guard that I can't... Do you mean this door? Maybe? Did the walkthrough mean this door? I don't know, because the thing's already open. The cage, the cell's already open. Okay, I'm back here. I think down there is where I was. Okay, let me see. Climb up. Wait a minute. Okay, let me look at it this way. Climb up the vines and go through the door on the left. Okay, I'll do that. So I go through the door on the left. You'll find yourself in a room where there's guards below. And you can use the hover boots to get to the other side. Okay. We're going to do that. They didn't see me. Okay. Go through the opening. Back outside, there's a little ledge right next to you that you can climb up. Okay, I see that. It's okay, but it says don't climb up the ledge. Ignore that. Turn the opposite way. Jump down to the little area with a door. So this area. Okay. I think now I'm where I'm supposed to be, finally. And there is a guard. This is where I was, where I walked right out in front of the guard, and they saw me. No! Fuck! I had, like, no time to pull that crap. Okay. Well, at least I know now where it is. It's funny, I thought fighting the boss was going to take longer, and this is actually the thing that's taken longer to do. I want to at least try to get through this part before I end stream. So if I go a little longer, I might just at least try to get this part done. No, oh crap! That's just a dead end if you fall down there. Okay, back where I started. Shit, I'll just take the long way around. Because then I don't have to stun all those guards. It would be easier if I had arrows, but I ran out. Oh, shit. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, come on. Just go. I'm just gonna fucking do this. Yeah, what time are you gonna do it? 8:15, yeah. Yeah, I should be free. I don't really have any plans for tomorrow. Alright, we made it back. Let's try to do this correctly, if we can. I can lock on. Oh, come on. You gotta give me, like, there's gotta be a little leeway there on how much time I have before, like, they turn around. You can't just immediately turn around. That's bullshit. A little frustrated, but at least not like last weekend. I think after last weekend, I learned to be a little more chill, at least. Come on. Get... Okay. I'm really glad that you've been having a lot of success with your whatnot streams and everything. That's awesome. Everybody's looking to buy games, so that's great. Honestly, right now, I'm waiting, just looking forward to hopefully UPS clearing up this missing package nonsense so that I can get some new AirPods finally. Because that's been a whole fucking deal. I'm hoping I hear something next week. Well, I mean this coming week. All right. Oh, shit. Where? Okay. Yeah, it's up here, I guess. Okay, cool. Yeah. I do too. I mean, I probably, if I had to, I could probably come up with a couple of things, but it wouldn't be much. It wouldn't be enough to fill like a whole show or anything. I've never done a whatnot stream before. Oh fuck. Get him. Don't let him jump behind you. There we go. It's about time. Maybe if I end up having a lot of stuff to sell in the future, I'll do a whatnot show. Just to be able to say I did one once. Cool. Exalted Naburu put me in charge. Second in command of the great Ganondorf. The Spirit Temple, which is at the end of the desert. You must want to become one of us, eh? Alright, then you're in from now on. Take this with it. You will have free access to all areas of the fortress. I got a membership card, which looks more like a piece of paper, not a card, but okay. $99 degrees. Oof. 75 here right now, but it was pretty hot earlier, I think. All right, let me just see. Is there anything else around here? Just Skulltulas and stuff. There's horseback archery. You have to be riding Epona. Crossing the desert. I'm just looking at like what we're going to be doing next time, I guess. Crossing the desert. Spirit Temple. Child. Okay. What the fuck? I was not... Okay, that was weird. My internet was just like, we prevented your connection to this website. And it's like, I wasn't even on that website, whatever it was. Okay. So it looks like we're getting close to the end. We got to do the Spirit Temple as a child, then the Spirit Temple as an adult. And then we do Ganon's Castle. I don't know how long the Spirit Temple stuff will take next time. So I don't know if we'll actually beat it next time, but at least we'll be close, I guess. I did kind of want to check out really quickly. Wait a minute. Okay, why does this keep... Okay, this is weird. Why does it keep doing... Internet, don't be weird, please. Hold on, let me see. I think I skipped past what I was trying to read. Jump down and... Okay, well, just to cap this off, I'm going to try the... I think it's the horse archery minigame. I'm probably not going to be well at it, but just to finish off with something kind of fun, I guess. You say it has to be daytime to do it, so we'll change it to daytime. And then that's where we'll finish. And then I'll find somebody to raid, I guess. So now they're not going to bother me. I think it's back this way. Oh, wait. Get my horse. Okay, where is my horse? I hear it, I don't see it anywhere. Oh, he's down here. Okay. All right. Okay, that's not where I want to go. All right. I think they said it's behind the archery shooting range thing is behind the fortress, I think this way. Yep, there it is. Okay. So just to cap things off with something fun, we'll do this. Well, I can talk to the person. If you can score 1,000 points. Oh, I don't have any arrows, though. Did they give me arrows? I hope so, because I don't have any. Oh, yeah, they do. Okay. Oh, and there's... Okay, I can't... How am I supposed to hit that? I can't move up enough to hit it. Wow, I think that would be tough to get. What'd she say, 1,000 points? I'll try one more time, I guess. I kind of got to get used to it, I guess. I'm doing a little better. $760. Okay, I might be able to do this. Okay. We'll try to get the pots then. Ah. I had like kind of a rhythm going and then I got off my rhythm. Wait. Oh. Yeah, okay. Well, I get one more shot, I think, yeah. All right. Oh, shit. No, I hadn't thought about that, actually. Well, I'm getting a little closer. I want one more shot at it. But I need one more rupee. The question is, how am I going to get one more rupee out here in the desert? I do want one more shot at that. Maybe I have to go back to the fortress. Oh. The boxes. Okay, hold on. Surely there's got to be one in one of these. Wow, seriously? Nothing? Okay, what about over here? Why give me the ability to do this if there's not going to be anything in them? Okay, and why can I not? Oh, don't jump on top. Exactly. Okay, keeps wanting to... For fuck's sake, man. I just want one more shot at this. I feel like I could do it if we just... One more rupee's all I need, and they're not giving it to me. Wow, I literally smashed every crate. And it's like, nope. Crap, I guess I am going to have to go back to the fortress and just go in any part of it where there's like one pot that I can smash and maybe... Oh boy. Well, I feel like I have to try and beat this at least once before I end now, because I feel like I was very close. So now I feel like I have to do it. Okay. Sure, just stop randomly. That's what I want you to do. Nope, that's not... Okay. Go in here, see if there's any pots. Yes, there are. Okay. Please have rupees, please. Yes. Okay, well, I think I just got 2 more tries, at least. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Come on. Okay, stop. Okay. Yes, I do want to try again. Okay. Alright, I just gotta focus. I gotta lock in here. I also gotta stop wasting arrows too. I'm trying to get the camera in like the right spot so I can hit these. Damn it. It's like I have to get the pots the first time around so that when I come back I can focus on the targets. If I don't get the pots the first time around, then it's kind of a problem. It's just trying to move the camera in a spot where I can actually... Yeah, well, that's clearly not the spot. Crap, I'm not going to be able to do it now, probably. Ah! It's like I start to get like a rhythm to it, and then I fuck up one time. Son of a bitch. Ah, crap. Am I... Okay, well. One more time, I guess. This is what happens. I start to get somewhat close, and then it's like I feel like I can't stop until I do it. I just want to be able to do it once. That's all I want. If I could just get those pots down, getting them the first time around, I think I'd be fine. But to be honest, I've never been good at any of the archery stuff. Even like the shooting gallery mini game, like it took me a while to be able to do that successfully. Okay, that at least nets me 2 more tries. Yeah, okay. I don't even know if what I get, if I do it correctly, I don't even know if what I get is worth it, but we're gonna try and find out. Nope, don't get off. Okay. Yeah, I feel you. Well, we'll find somebody to host when this is done if you're not going to stream. Just got to get this first part down. If I can do that, then I'll be good. Okay, not bad. Yes, I think it was 1,000, they said. Fantastic. You're a true master. I will give this to you. Keep improving yourself. Okay, well, another piece of heart. I guess I did need that. I guess, is that it? With that, I guess. Is that... let me see. Piece of heart and 1,500 plus after that gets you biggest quiver. Biggest quiver can hold up to 50 arrows, but you gotta get at least 1,500. I mean, that would be useful, but I barely got 1,000 that time, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do. Well, I'll give it one more shot. If I can't do it, then we'll call it, and I'll find somebody to raid, because I have enough to at least give it one more shot here. So if we don't make it, it's fine. Maybe I'll do it off stream or something. Ah, damn it, I couldn't move to get the last target. Well, that's okay. I might do it off stream, maybe. That's fine. Well, let's give it a save. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there were always rumors about stuff like that. There were rumors like that if you did something in Mario 64, you could unlock Luigi. Stuff like that. I remember hearing rumors like that at school from other kids. But yeah, this has been a good stream. A lot better than last weekend's stream. We've been able to get more done, and I haven't lost my mind, so that's nice. So we're gonna find somebody to raid. But yeah, I want to thank Arma, Duster, Josh, Life, Danny, Coach. I think that's everybody. Thank you all for hanging out. As long as you keep hanging out, you know, I'll keep doing these streams because they're really fun and I have a lot of fun doing them. Wow, there's a guy streaming Leisure Suit Larry Magna Cum Laude. That's funny. I was not aware you could stream that game on Twitch, but okay. Actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna raid Scotty J47. I don't think I've ever raided him before. So let me get set up to do that here. He's doing some retro. Looks like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I'm not sure which one. But oh well, thank you, Duster. Thank you for hanging out. I'm gonna wait for this ad to run, and then we will raid Scotty. It's nice to raid someone you haven't raided before. Oh, I think this is Tournament Fighters, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters on NES. Interesting. Okay, that's weird. I don't hear any. Oh, my headphones weren't plugged all the way in. That's why. Okay, cool. So we will raid Scotty. So thanks you everybody for watching. I will be back on Tuesday for Turntable Tuesday. So have a good rest of the week and everything. I will see you then. I will also see Danny for his Whatnot stream tomorrow. So be sure to check that out and support him as well. And I will catch y'all later.